My parents bought the Perham telephone company in the fall of 1950. We started with the open wire system in the early 50s that went to a direct plow system in the middle 50s. Went into a filled cable system. Then we started building fiber optics in the late 80s. Which leads us into the broadband system that we have of today.
First dial-up connection that I heard was in 1994. That was the first time I heard the handshake from the modem reaching out at 14.4K to connect people. And you could go to Yahoo at that point too. 4 or 5 years later, then we're adding high-speed internet.
Years ago we had dial-up internet, which was a very slow connection, and as time has progressed and technology has progressed, now there's DSL, VDSL, and now we've gone to fiber, which enables us to have gig service. With gig service, these rural communities can have the same kind of options as the large cities do.
And back in the day, they used to use a piece of paper to write transactions on a ledger. Now you got all the way fast forward to today when all the transactions are conducted using computers.
On the technology that we have coming in the 16 years it's changed a whole lot. We used to be doing a lot of paper medical record charting, and now we are doing a lot of electronic charting and trying to get rid of the paper.
Came here to Melrose, we had typewriters. We didn't have a computer. And there was no wiring in the building at all. So after a few years, one of the first things we did was call Melrose Telephone Company. And Melrose Telephone Company came out and they helped us to wire the building. And since that period of time, I think we've gone to 2, 3, maybe 4 sets of computers in the school to keep up with it.
This is our case stable print program. Before this, what happened was that we had about 4 or 5 full-time employees, and all they did would sit in a small office, bent over, making manual labels for every one of our different types of items.
In the early 90s, at some point, I counted like 92 to 94 time frame, internet was just starting as far as we were concerned, where it was getting more into the public. And we basically bought modem banks, and we had found a company that would create basically a script that would log people and made it a little simpler for people to get on the web. But first it wasn't even the web, it was just email. Maybe a year or two later, World Wide Web came out, and I think we were charging just for a dial-up modem service, I want to say it was like $75 a month.
As time goes by, we've changed from being voice provider only to becoming voice and broadband, and as time goes by, it'll continue to be more and more broadband. The machine is running, we're changing the oil in it as we go, and I think we're being pretty successful at it.